Welcome to a new video. What will I do in this one? Well, if you've watched my videos for the past just over a month, you may recognize the background. Guess what? Another package! I ordered more cards. I am definitely not a spender. I suppose I'm a saver. I find it really difficult to spend money on almost anything. But lately I've just really been into gathering, well, one, my Shadol deck, which I'm slowly doing. It's mostly the expensive cards that I've yet to gather. And for the rest, just cards that I really like or have wanted for so long. I've never had Polymerization, for example. Back in the day, I did collect cards. I suppose at one point I decided I wanted to collect beast monsters, but what I also really liked were fusion monsters. And I had, I believe, like 2 fusion monsters. Like, at the moment we would consider them crap. But I had fusion monsters, and I had the fusion materials for them. I never got Polymerization. It just didn't work. So, what I did for this one, I ordered Polymerization. I wanted 3 copies, however, I only ordered 2. Why did I only order 2? Well, because something else in the package should hold 1 Polymerization already. Now let's see. Everything is in here. It's really well packaged. Right, taking everything out, I have here a envelope-ish thing. And we are going to open this and see if the list is correct. And then in order of what's on the list, we're going to open it. I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's see. I should open it. Oh, here's the opening. I was already missing it. Much easier. We just do it like this. Whoopee! Alright, piece of paper. With stuff inside you can't see yet. Let's see. I'm going to show you the details. Yeah, I ordered a tubba-da-da and a da-da and a thingy and stuff. According to this paper, everything I ordered is in here. Let's see if that is indeed true. Nothing else in this. So, we are just going to look at this package. Maybe I should switch on the lights. It's around that time where I either should or should not. I think this looks pretty alright. Bit of light from outside. Let's try it for this one. Alright. A couple of cards. I believe this is 2 main deck cards and 3 side deck cards. And then there's some others in there as well. Let's see. Shadol Core. One of the cards that I want for my Shadol deck. I only wanted 1 copy. I was able to find one. So, got my sleeves ready. Immediately gonna throw them in, because this video won't be as long as the previous, I promise. This video will actually be cut up in 4 parts. Well, technically not cut up, I'm just gonna record it in 4 parts. Because it's something that I will show in a moment. So I'm gonna put this one aside. And then I have 3 copies of Mischief of the Gnomes, which at the moment are very cheap. And I feel these will be a very good side against Nekroz. I have not used Nekroz, I have not faced Nekroz, but I just feel that this may be a really good side deck option against Nekroz, so I decided to get 3 of them, really cheap. So those are going into my side. At the moment, in my Shadol side deck on DN, I only have 2 of these. But I've not actually tested in match duels since I've updated the side deck slightly to also cover Nekroz. So I have yet to find out how useful these really are. I've yet to figure out how Nekroz truly work. And I did find a YouTube video of like well over an hour long of someone explaining exactly how the Nekroz work, of some basic combos and things like that. So I'm very happy with that. I will watch that later on, probably this week. And a Snatch Steal card that came off the Forbidden Limited list that I have in my Shadol deck. So that card as well will be sleeved and put in the deck. Like that. And then 2 copies, as I said, of Polymerization. We'll not sleeve those because those are not going into the Shadol deck. However, until I get Shadol Fusion and El Shadol Fusion, and I do decide to take Shadols through a tournament, I may want to use these polymerizations, or perform a Pal Trump Witch. You can as his monster effect, you contribute it to add a polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So that works with polymerization. And by the way, I'm really happy I finally have this card. Unfortunately, not the old artwork. I like that one more than this one, but still, I like that I have polymerization now. Now, you can also use its effect, its pendulum effect. Diffusion, summon a fusion monster from extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. Now, would all your Shadol fusion materials, now your fusion materials for your El Shadol monster, be on the field, you can use this, and the Shadol monsters would still get their effects. So would I not decide to, or for a while anyway, not get any Shadol fusion or El Shadol fusion, or not enough? I could go with these two polymerization, these three girls, and then the other polymerization. At that point, Shadol Core is sort of meh, because I do usually send that. It does, like, its second effect will be useless, but these could be useful in Shadols as well, if I can't get the other Shadol fusion spells. So, polymerization aside for now, I'm going to show you what else is in the package, and these are all going to open in separate videos. I have Super Starter Space-Time Showdown. I decided to get 2 structure decks and a starter deck. This one was the one I wanted for the fact that it had some nice spells and traps. I wanted the pendulums, even though it's just 1 Stargaze, 1 Time Gazer. I didn't want it, and I'm going to look forward to opening this. That will be in maybe the next video. We'll see, because I do have 2 other things as well. I also have ordered, as soon as it came out, Hero Strike. Because I've noticed I really like Synchros. I also like Ecclesias. Synchros maybe a little more. But lately, for the past few months, I've just really liked fusions. Maybe it's because I've played Shadols competitively for quite some time now. I really like fusions. So there's new fusion monsters, even though they're just by mask fusion. Mask change, but still. Elemental Heroes are a really nice... really nice deck in general. I really liked playing Elemental Heroes back in the day with like the originals with Flame Wingman, Shining Fly Wingman, that kind of stuff. And I'm looking forward to opening this in one of the next videos. And then a deck, a structure deck that belongs to an archetype that I have mained, yeah, sort of mained for a little bit. Realm of Light structure deck, belonging to Lightsworns. I did have a Lightsworn Chaos deck for a little while. When I started on, I believe when I started on the end, I just still used Gravekeepers, then I switched to Lightsworns, and then I didn't really have a main until I found Constellars. So right now it's competitive for me, Shadols, and slightly less competitive Constellars. But I do still really like Lightsworns, and this will be a very good deck. Has an Honest that can help with their certain decks. Even this deck is an Honest, so at that point I'll have 2 Honest. And I should be good. Would I want to play any light decks? So would I ever want to build like a Lightsworn deck or a Hero deck? There's already a good amount of cards in there that I could use. Now these 3 cards, these 3 things, are going to be opened in videos in a moment. Now I'm going to check if everything was in there. I do believe that was that. I'm going to check this paper once more, and then I suppose I could end this video off. Just go to the next one. Let's see. Shadol Core, Machine of the Gnome, Snatch Steel, 1 Super Starter, 2 Structure Decks, 2 Polymerization, and a Performance Pelt Trump Witch. Yeah, sounds about right. All there's left to do is take these things. I suppose I'll put a Trump Witch at the front. Shall I? No. Let's keep Polymerization at the front, and take this storage box that it currently holds at the top, Lapis Lazuli. Put these on there, close it, and put it aside. And then this fancy thing that I still really like. Let's see, Snatch Steals for main deck, so we'll get at the main deck. These are all the cards that I have for my Shadol deck at the moment. Where does Snatch Steal belong? Right at the end. And then Shadol Core. One of the 4 traps in the deck. The other 3 are all Sinister Shadow Games. At the back. I can put those back in here. No, I need to make sure to actually put them in like this, because otherwise they're going to fall out of the sleeve. I noticed that when I recorded the last video. And then this is extra deck, and this is side deck, where I'm going to put 3 Mischief of the Gnomes. Monarchs are still in there, and the 3rd MS3. Alrighty. That was this video. Hope you liked it, and I will see you, I guess, shortly. For you, maybe a little later, but for me, shortly, in the next video, when I open Super Starter, Space Time Showdown, Hero Strike Structure Deck, and the Realm of Light Structure Deck. See you.